Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Cerezo Osaka have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And it's Gullit. Tries to play it through. Great ball. Can he finish? Gets a good foot in there. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass has gone astray. It's a goal kick. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Gullit. Stood up well to him there. And he's managed to get free. And he will... Yamal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. This might spell... It's Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Played back into the centre. Nedved. Gullit receives it in a good position here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Seedorf. And it's Gullit. Nedved really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Gullit. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Totti. Bellingham. Passing nice and neat. Yamal. Now it's Seedorf.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played down the flank. Seedorf. And it's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. Totti! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi is always looking to break lines. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Seedorf. That's Vieira. Opts for safety. Back towards the middle. Messi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Might be danger here. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up sipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game. Well, the whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, he's all alone. Big chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer.
It's Drogba! And one more try! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, good climb! Boom, header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
That's good vision. And this is Hullet. Lovely shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? DiMarco gets it clear. Corner number 2 then. Nedved plays it short. Lovely feet. Engages and forces him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He has a look out. Cerezo Osaka have their third corner. Nedved goes short. Cross needs to be good.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
950.
Nedved! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cerezo Osaka with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Dembele. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Seedorf. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Seedorf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great vision. Now, can they get him away? This is Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can thump it away.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Dembele. Number 23, Gullit. Number 8, Yamal. Number 18, Nedved. Number 25, Seedorf.
Neymar with the short one.
Number 22,
Milan have the chance to go the other way.
Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Number 14,
Neymar picks it up from the goal kick.
Number
Ibrahimovic.
17.
That was lovely, that.
And he is dashing on. And the finish! And that's a tiny finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
After 75 minutes.
A horrible blip, a horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Real chance! Fabian Ruiz. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nice control. And this is Neymar. And it's Gattuso. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
The goal scorer.
With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Gattuso.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. It's Totti!
Gattuso. Substitution.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that's a date. And the shot! And that's off target.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's a lovely pass. That's a decent clearance.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Closing in on goal. Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Takes a shot! And no mistake! That was a given, it always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass.
And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward.
And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, split-second reaction.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Back in possession and ready to go again. Fernandes shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Fernandes has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pressing high and with purpose. Fernandes. Totti. Oh, Van Nistelrooy! Goal, Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
It's Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And that has been knocked clear. Fernandes. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's Haaland! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Messi with the short one. And it's Hazard. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
De Ligt charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Haaland. DiMarco kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Drogba. And here's Fernandes. Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes. Neymar. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Drogba, and he's certainly onside here. Messi. Hazard. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's straight offside. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Nuno Mendes. Fernandes. That looks a decent ball. Drogba. Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Fernandes. So, a temporary halt to the action. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So right back into the action.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nuno Mendes. Van Nistelrooy. Can he get onto this? Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Haaland. And this is Neymar. And that could set him on his way. He is through here. There's the shot! And no mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona now. He's in, must be! And the shot! Well, now, oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fabian Ruiz. No, that's been intercepted. Nuno Mendes. Serginho. Can he latch on to this?
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. And he's quick to return. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Now it's Messi. And it's Neymar. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Totti. Van Nistelrooy. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Opts to play it back. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Neymar. It's a searching pass. Who played through for the wide man. And he's definitely onside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Van Nistelrooy. He's picked his way through. And he's cut it out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Haaland couldn't squeeze it through. He's in a great position here. Fabian Ruiz received, shot at goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Fernandes. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's had it taken off him. Fabian Ruiz. Just about up to 75 minutes. Hazard. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Hazard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Hazard. Serginho. Now it's Hazard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Impressive jump! DiMarco clears without hesitation.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, Hazard, será reemplazado por
Serginho.
el dorsal 9. Cambio de jugadores.
And he's in on goal. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Haaland. Haaland gets flagged offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 27
Barcelona making
será
further
sustituido
changes here
por
and
el dorsal
in quick
15,
succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Fernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Bellingham! Sensational from Bellingham! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. With so little time left, grandstand finish. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. He's on it, can he get away? Chance, surely! Well taken goal. And right near the end, we have parity. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just...
Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Not the most accurate pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? And the through ball. He's being urged to... Great chance! Ruud Gullit! That is just a piece of art!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it all...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, it's gone in!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Drogba, he's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Milan have reclaimed it. Now there's a... Bellingham! And that's another fine save.
Bellingham really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Vieira tries to clear. Oh, what a ball! Madrid are looking to go forward now. More and more pressure on the ball here.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. McAllister, Messi. Driving through the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stood up well to him there. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Totti. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now that's well seen too. Adriano. Now it's Gullit. Hazard. Hazard stood his ground strongly. Very nicely done. And he's had it nicked away. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tries to pass it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ambitious ball here. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Bellingham. Fabian Ruiz. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Here's Totti. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Just eases him off the ball. Rafael Varane. Oh, that was vital.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing
That is a
department.
great pick out. And no, that was never going to make it. That's it, 45 minutes up. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham. A probing pass, and he welcomes it in. Big chance! And that's a good finish. It is an explosive start to the second half. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Azar. That's good vision. He's in a good position here. Pullet is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely spread. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. Now it's Drogba. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run.
Milan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Almost an hour gone. That's a nicely shaped ball. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adriano has the space to scheme. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Messi. And he's got away from it. Always. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off complete.
Header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And smartly reclaimed. Pirlo. And this is Adriano. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's picked his way through. Pull it. Oh, that's nice. Gullit is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Numero
It's
2.
Thuram. Drogba. Oh, perfectly measured that. Thuram. Pirlo. And it's Azar. Distributed tidily. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Bellingham chasing after it. Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Fernandes. Chance here to counter. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Great ball if he can get there. He's found... And Messi! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their
Ha
own.
segnato ad 87esimo minuto.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Totti. Viene sostituito con il
And there was
numero
his
13.
third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And this is Drogba. Mbappe is onto this. Neatly clipped into space.
5 minuti di recupero.
Di Marco. 5 minutes to add. Fernandes. Pirlo. Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. Fernandes. And here's Drogba. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Norway against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward.
Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kimmich. McAllister. And it's Ruiz. Totti. Silvestre kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Kubo. And it's McAllister. Tacho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely, now then. Real chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Norway finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gerrard pinches it off him. And he welcomes it in. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Vardiol. Now it's Drogba. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Kubo. And it's McAllister. Looking for options for movement. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Khan clearly engaging in mind games here. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Pass somewhat off target. McAllister looking to add to his goal. Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. Upamecano makes the interception. Casemiro. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. He's found space here, and he's picked it up out wide. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Now it's Totti. Gerrard. Mbappe.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nicely weighted ball. A lot of space ahead of him. That is a brilliant interception. Now he's got space here. Upamecano cuts it out. Kimmich. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Gerrard. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That has been cut short. Casemiro. Silvestre. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Gerrard. That's destined for the flank. He is through here. Cross to the back post. And that's the keeper's ball.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Milan firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Away we go again. No way through. Now it's Drogba. That's been slipped through. Kubo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner. They're first. Norway are looking to go forward now. This looks chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan have their second corner now. Norway have the chance to go the other way. No way through there. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And big chance! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
That'll be a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Pacho. Played to Casemiro. Mbappe. And this is Dembele. He's got away. It's Dembele! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has not gone well. Zanetti. Casemiro. And Yamal. And here's Gerrard. Spread neatly. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Great chance! And a neat finish! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Kimmich. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Casemiro. Kimmich. And Upamecano. Looking to play him in. He's found space here. Oh no, this does not look good.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal receives it in a good position. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Upamecano. And it's Kimmich. Gerrard
really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And that's a tidy finish! Norway are back in business! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Substitution for Norway. Number 4, Gerrard.
Norway have opted to make another change here. Azar coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Substitutions taking place.
Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. Cleared without hesitation.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
4 added minutes has been
Well, they've done
indicated.
the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
4 extra minutes added on. Now that's well seen too. And that is that. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.